Just a beautiful flop. And he's getting the chips out. Looks like 320,000. David cannot compete. So the cannon blasting off, taking this pot.
Shawn Buchanan has gone from the low man at this final table to the chip leader in quest of a second WPT title and the coveted WPT Player of the Year award. Wouldn't that be something? The guy had to win this tournament to win that award. Could it possibly be done? We shall see.
All right, cards being dealt once again. Action on David Williams. He has made 4 WPT final tables, never took a title. Perhaps tonight will be his night. He quickly folds. Now Shawn Buchanan with a king-8 of diamonds.
Shawn gonna limp in and make the call this time.
Yeah, he likes to do that against Eric Baldwin because Eric plays so crazy at times, trying to steal pots.
Well, here Eric has the queen-9 offsuit. We've seen him come over the top of this guy and go all in on numerous occasions at this final table. Will he take a free flop here? They make a mild raise.
Yep, he is going to raise it.
350 more. Such a tight fold, but got a bad feeling about this one.
Got a bad feeling, and he's going to fold.
Wow. Well, it's only fitting, Vince, for the premier event on the World Poker Tour, our WPT World Championship. We should be seeing sterling poker just like we're witnessing here tonight.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ups and downs. A lot of plays being made tonight. Pressure on all, and right now Kara Scott is in the audience with Eric's dad, Steve.
Steve Baldwin is Eric's dad, and you must be incredibly proud to be here at the final table watching your son play so well.
Absolutely. I watched online on worldpokertour.com last night until midnight Central Time. And at 12:30, I was busy booking a flight and booking a room for tonight. So it's just been a great run.
Is it exciting for him, the idea that, you know, more final tables and more TV tables might come out of this if he does well?
That was one of his goals this year. He set the goal midway through the year of Card Player of the Year last year. Unfortunately, none of the events that he did very well in was televised. So he promised his grandmother that he'd make a TV table this year. So this is accomplishing one of his goals.
All right, back to the action. Williams is folded. Buchanan calling, and Eric trying to make his grandma proud here to get on TV
You
with a
always
queen
want to make
7.
grandma smile, Vince.
Yeah.
Oh, when the flop comes queen 8-5, Eric has flopped top pair, but Shawn has flopped the bottom 2 pair. We could see some fireworks here.
Shawn has checked it, though. Trying to trap. Let's see if Eric stabs with his top pair. Yes, he does. He's going to make a bet of 275,000. He could be walking into quicksand, as we can see.
Shawn reaching for chips. Well, that's because there's a possible straight and possible flush on the board. Shawn is probably going to raise, and he does.
Up an additional 600,000.
You know, you feel so stupid if you just call in that spot and let your opponent make a gut shot straight or something like that to beat you.
But usually when a guy is 4-flushing, he'll put more of a raise in there. 600,000 is almost like, I want you to stick around. He gets the action, and Eric calls. Perhaps he's in quicksand. We will see. The turn card didn't help him. Jack of spades.
That does make a possible straight out there.
Action back on Shawn. He's first to act.
Small.
And there you
Well,
go.
just not fooling around anymore, Vince.
He's got enough money.
Just in case his opponent's got something like queen 10 or does have the hard flush draw. And right now, a tough decision for Eric Baldwin. What do you do with top pair here?
Well, you make the wrong decision, you're broke. You're busted, you're out. The dream is over.
Well, it comes down to this. If you put your opponent on a draw or a bluff, you call. If not, you fold. And Eric Baldwin making the right decision by folding there. But Shawn Buchanan increasing his chip lead, Vance, and his quest to become the WPT Player of the Year.
3 players remain going after this WPT World Championship title. And we're coming back for more on the World Poker Tour.
Tonight's World Poker Tour brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net.
Welcome back to the WPT World Championship at Bellagio. I'm Vince Van Patten alongside Mike Sexton. Right now, Kara Scott is talking to David's mom, Shirley.
David Williams' mom, Shirley, has seen an awful lot of final tables in her time. You must be getting quite used to this. Does it get easier watching him at final tables?
Definitely not. Does not get easier. It's nerve-wracking every time.
I heard a little birdie told me that you were a little nervous about coming down here yourself because you didn't want to be bad luck for him. How could you be bad luck?
Because he's never won any tournament where I was there. When he got a bracelet, I wasn't there. World Series main event second place, I was there. Borgata second place, I was there.
So you're more superstitious than he is, I think.
He kind of feels that way too, but he let me come.
Aww.
He had to think about it.
Really?
Really.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I say let her in. She is fun.
She is fun, and David Williams is as well. Let's go to the felt. Shawn Buchanan with Jack 6 has raised to $410,000, followed by Eric, and now David Williams with a Queen 8 of hearts.
Yeah, Shawn's got the chip lead. He's going to try to be the boss now. Very aggressive raise here with the Jack 6, but David Williams having nothing to do with it. He's going to call him with the Queen 8 of hearts. And now flop is King 9-7 with 1 heart. No help to either player. Action on David. He checks. Shawn Buchanan going to make the continuation bet here. $470,000. Look at this, friends. David Williams with no hand and no draw. He's going to make the call. That tells me he is looking to make a play at this pot later. Well, now the 10 of clubs comes off. So now David does have an open-end straight draw, so he's going to check. Had a deuce come off, he'd have probably bet.
Down to the river we go. Will Williams get lucky? Now a king on the river, so actually Williams out in front here. He checks.
Check.
No pair.
Me too.
But Shawn is going to give it
Queen.
up.
Well, when a guy calls you on the flop, you figure he's got to have something. He either made a straight, has a pair, has got to have something. You can't figure your jack high is the best hand. And I guarantee you, Shawn Buchanan is staring at that hand of David Williams and saying, how could that guy call me on the flop with that hand?
Okay, and with that hand, David Williams regains the chip lead.
Not by much, though. Both those guys have about a 2-1 chip lead over our third place guy, Eric Baldwin, who looks down at a jack deuce of spade. Eric went to University of Wisconsin at Whitewater, has a degree in psychology, played right field on the national championship Division III baseball team.
And he's going to raise here with just a jack deuce of spades. David going out. And the cannon now with a little suited connector, 7-8 of diamonds, is going to call.
So here comes the flop. Oh, what a flop for Eric. He flops a flush as it comes Queen 10-5 of spade. Shawn has nothing. Lucky for him, he doesn't. He checks.
Yep.
Now, if you're Eric, Vince, you're saying, should he bet here or shouldn't he? Well, I think you should bet because in case your opponent's got a queen, in case he's got a king or an ace of spade, he's liable to play this pot where you can win a lot of chips. So Eric is going to make the bet of $640,000. Unfortunately for him, Shawn has absolutely nothing and has to fold. But Eric Baldwin picking up that pot.
He's trying to make his grandma proud, play well on TV. And let's go back to this hand. Look at this. David Williams with a pair of nines.
Well, that's a big hand in a three-handed poker game, so he's going to raise it. Makes it $500,000 to go, but right behind him, Shawn Buchanan has picked up 2 queens.
Uh-oh. This could be a showdown.
Vince, these are the 2 chip leaders that have 2 pretty good-sized pairs here.
I'm going to raise.
And Shawn is going to come over the top. This could spell big trouble for David Williams.
17 more.
When he says 17, he means 1.7 million more. Eric getting out of their way.
What do you got? Left? Behind?
Well, David Williams has him covered, but only by a couple
$4.7.
$100,000.
This could be a slow-mo disaster before our very eyes.
I'm all in.
Will he plunge? Yes, he does.
He's gone all in. He's been called. And David Williams is not going to like it. He is completely dominated. It's as bad a position as you can be in before the flop.
Mama knew she shouldn't have been there.
And that's exactly what she's saying. I knew I shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have come. I jinxed him. Oh, boy. And Shawn Buchanan in a phenomenal position now to take a massive chip lead where he could win this tournament and become WPT Player of the Year.
Can't blame David. You have to push with 9s in a 3-handed poker game. Now it is up to the poker gods, the fate of the game. Who will get lucky? Here comes the first
A
3.
9 on the flop. He has done it. David Williams has taken the lead here with 3 9s.
Unreal.
There you see the look in Shawn Buchanan's face. It says it all. How could this happen at this time in my life?
What a stunning flop.
Shawn can catch a queen or hit 2 running cards to make a straight.
But we still have 2 cards to come. Here's the turn.
Now 4 diamonds comes off. Shawn Buchanan must hit a lucky lady. Needs a queen or he's going to be gone.
Down to the river.
Shawn Buchanan getting it in as good as you can. Pair over pair. Can he get lucky in the river? No. David Williams shakes his hand. He knows how lucky he was to win that pot bet. Well, that's going to do it for the Canadian, Shawn Buchanan. And Beth, I got to tell you, this guy played phenomenal poker once again. Just got extremely unlucky to lose that last hand. Possibly the title and the Player of the Year award. Unbelievable tough luck for the Canadian, Shawn Buchanan.
How do you feel about how you played today?
I mean, I didn't make any mistakes. I played pretty much the best you can play and just got unlucky.
You really got unlucky there. You went in and your friends are leaving and saying still the best. We've just emptied out this whole side here. There were all your supporters. What's it like playing with such support?
Pardon?
What's it like playing with such support behind you?
It's always nice to have people behind you, so it was fun. I mean, can't control fate, I guess. But.
Well, when we get down to heads-up play on the World Poker Tour, you know what that means. Show us the money! There it is, all the cash going on the table. And folks, these guys are going to chop up over $2.5 million. Out comes the customized WPT Tiffany bracelet.
Yeah, it's all on the line. One of these players will become the next WPT World Champion. Who will it be? We're coming back with more action and the start of this heads-up action in just a moment. Welcome back to the WPT World Championship at Bellagio. Heads-up action about to begin. During the break, our very own Kara Scott got to talk to the players.
David, we spoke to your mom earlier, and she was saying that she was a little nervous about coming down because she felt like she might jinx you because she'd never been in the audience when you won a really big tournament, and that you might think so as well.
Well, she noticed that every time she'd come to watch, I always finish second or fourth or something like that on any final table in history. And whenever I've won a tournament, it's when she's not in town or not there. And maybe she thought she was pressuring me or I was letting her down. So she wasn't going to come, and that's when I said, I mean, I don't believe in that kind of stuff, you know? I mean, I play my best whether or not she's here and watching me or not. And I would really like her to be here for me when I do win a tournament. So I want her at every one until I finally do.
I think she's definitely biting her nails in the audience over this one. She also said that the way you're approaching the game has really changed this year, that you show a lot more patience, that your style of play even has really evolved. Would you say that's correct?
No, definitely. I mean, like I said, I used to be a lot more aggressive. I have this crazy image, and I think it actually helped me with this field, that everyone has that image of me, that perception of me, and instead I was kind of the exact opposite, so I seem to always get paid when I had big hands, which was great. I mean, these guys, now Eric, are starting to figure out that he's kind of being a rock this tournament, so I may have to switch it up and change things up, but it's definitely helped me a lot in this field.
We know that when you were four-handed, you got so short-stacked, it all could have been over. Did you, were you thinking of chip in a chair? I know it's a trite saying, but were you thinking just stick in there?
No, honestly, like, this is, I think, the 7th day of the tournament, and you're so mentally exhausted that really I've just been focusing all of my mental energy on the next hand or the current hand. And so when I got that short, I was really just trying to figure out, what hands am I going to shove with, what hands am I not going to, and it worked out. Got lucky once or twice, but hey, that's what it takes.
So a nice chip advantage for David Williams. And Vince, as a poker player, you know in your heart when you suck out like he just did, you say to yourself, all I asked for was just one time in my life to get lucky and suck out. I did it there. Now it's my job to get this thing across the finish line and take this title.
And starting out, David Williams with $16 million, Eric Baldwin with $3.4. They're both WPT poker-made millionaires. One will take home over 1.5. One will take $1 million here tonight.
And Vince will be the first title. Each of these guys have won